You're welcome to Mindexploits online examination tutor, and this is your JAMB preparatory class for government. So today we are treating the preparatory UTME government objective questions for 2024 as you prepare for 2025 JAMB. You are expected to answer 40 questions, and this will give you a total of 100 marks. That means every question you get correctly is 2.5 marks. So we're going to try and give explanation to pick answers for the first 5 questions in this class. In subsequent class, we would go in that sequence until we treat the 40 questions to prepare for 2025 JAMB. The first question I have here says, in a federal state, power is shared A, between the central government and the local authorities, B, among the states of the federation, C, among the major regions of the country, D, between the central government and the other coordinate units. The right answer to this question is D. The answer will have been B, but something is omitted, which is the state authority. In a federal state, a territory or a country could be governed either as a unitary state or as a federal state. In a unitary state, all the power is concentrated at the center, but in a federal state, there is almost an equal sharing of power between the central government and the other tiers of government. So in a federal state, there is 3 tiers of government: the federal, the state, and the local government. So what happens in a federal state is that power is shared almost evenly among these 3 tiers of government. The other 2 tiers of government are what they refer to as the coordinate units. They are almost equal. It does not necessarily mean that one is more powerful than the other. The difference in their powers is in the special functions that they perform. So that is why in a country like Nigeria, which is a federal state, as you have state universities, you have federal universities. As you have federal government constructing roads, states are constructing roads, local government are constructing roads because they have the same power to do so. So the right answer here is D. In a federal state, the power is shared between the central government, which is the federal government, and the coordinate unit, which is the state government and the local government authorities. Number 2, in a federal system of government, the center is A, superior to the other component, B, inferior to the other component, C, equal to the other component, D, of unlimited jurisdiction. The likely answer here is A and C, because don't forget that we have said initially that the powers in a federal state or in federalism are shared, but they are not necessarily shared evenly. They are shared in the sense that the power of the state government is more than the power of the local government. Do you know why? The state government has more responsibility than the local government, and it also has a duty of coordinating the activity of all the local government under it. In the same way, the power given to the federal government is more than that of the state government because the federal government also has more responsibility. No state can relate with other countries of the world. No state can print currencies that we are using. No state can have its own army, its own navy. All these are special duties that only the federal government can carry out. And because of this, more power is given to the federal government. So the right answer here is A. The central government is a little bit superior to the other components of government. Is that clear? Number 3. In a presidential system of government, ministers are A, individually responsible to the president, B, individually responsible to the Senate, C, collectively responsible to the president, D, collectively responsible to the electorate. So what is likely going to be the answer? The answer here is going to be A. Now there are 2 ways or system of government: the presidential system and the parliamentary system. In a parliamentary system, what you talk about is the collective responsibility. because all the ministers, together with the prime minister, are collectively responsible to the House of Parliament. Are you getting what we are saying? Because they are holding that ministerial position on behalf of the parliament. But in a presidential system of government, people elect the president to do the work of running the government. Because the president alone cannot govern the entire functionaries of government, he has to recruit people to come and support him. Those people he recruits to come and support him, they are the ones that are called ministers. And each individual of those ministers are responsible to the president. Because anything they do or they do not do, the president will be held accountable by the electorate. So the right answer here is A. Individually, they are responsible to the president who appoints them. The way the ministers are in the presidential system is just that they are occupying that ministerial position on behalf or as a representative of the president in that ministry. So that is why he can wake up tomorrow and fire any minister, because they are individually responsible to him. Let's go to question number 4. The principle of collective responsibility implies that A. Individual views cannot be expressed. B. Decisions taken are defended in spite of individual opinions. C. Those who hold different views must acquiesce. Then D. Government cannot be personalized. Let's look at what the right answer should be. The right answer here is B. Decisions taken are defended collectively in spite of individual opinion. Don't forget that we said that the principle of collective responsibility works in a parliamentary system of government. So if the Minister of Works in a presidential system of government makes a decision, people know that it is the Minister of Works that makes this decision. And the Minister of Aviation or Minister of Finance can decide not to support the decision he has made. But in a parliamentary system of government, there is this principle of collective responsibility. And what that means is whatever decision made by A must be collectively defended by the rest member of the cabinet. So in a situation whereby the decision of one is being collectively defended by others, we refer to such as a collective responsibility, which is a feature of a parliamentary system of government. So let's look at the last question, question 5. A government controlled by a few people for their own interests is said to be A. Autocracy, B. Tyranny, C. Oligarchy, and D. Meritocracy. In being able to get the right answer to this question, you must understand what a tyranny is, you must understand what oligarchy is, you must know what meritocracy is and what autocracy really is. Of course, an autocratic government is like a dictatorship government, majorly by the militaries or by a dictator, maybe a monarch, who whatever he says must be done. Tyranny necessarily is not a form of government. Oligarchy is a situation whereby a very few people govern a territory for their personal interests, number one, before the interests of others. Meritocracy is a system of government whereby the most intelligent people lead, or people who are qualified are the one making the decisions. The best hands are the ones that are actually ruling. So basically, a system of government whereby very few people rules for their personal interests is an oligarchy. So if you have correctly answered this first 5 questions, your 12.5 mark is guaranteed. That is how easy it is with JAMB. So we're going to continue more of these questions in our subsequent class. That's why it's important that you subscribe to our channel so that you can get the notification as soon as we drop these videos. And tell your friend that this is the best place to come and learn as he or she prepares for the next UTME JAMB exam in government. Till we see in the next class, thank you and enjoy your day.